update. This week, we talk about the Anglosphere network. Now, this is being talked about by William Hague, the United Kingdom's current Foreign Secretary. His plan is to launch a worldwide network of Commonwealth embassies to combat the superpower EU, European Union. The Foreign Secretary was in Canada, where he signed an agreement to open joint UK-Canadian diplomatic missions abroad. Hague wants to increase the number of British embassies by teaming up with 3 Commonwealth allies: Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Mr. Hague said, as David Cameron said when addressing the Canadian Parliament last year, "We are 2 nations, but under one queen and united by one set of values." I think this is a great idea. Recognizing what is termed the Anglosphere is truly a boon. A network of English-speaking first world nations where there is a tradition of democracy and that thirst for knowledge. He's starting with these 3 major Commonwealth countries thus far. But of course, it can always expand and would hopefully include the United States at one point. After all, our heritage is essentially English in nature. We have a lot of customs and laws and government structure that has been brought over from British tradition. The one problem I see is that certain segment of the population, we cannot have a monarch as the head of state. Monarchy is antiquated, it's out of touch, the Queen's out of touch. You can hear it now, can't you? The Queen is a symbol of a structure and a tradition that has worked. Now, if you throw that all away, you're going to be left with what we have here in the United States: politicians. You'll end up with the relentless schmooze of politics. It's going to be the constant patter of a sleazy car salesman. No offense to car salesmen, but you know what I'm talking about. Checkered suit guys from the 70s? Yeah, gross. That's the state of American politics these days. You'll have a bunch of folks who, after they've been elected, will still get it into their heads that they are greater than God himself. They know better than you, and they will want to micromanage every aspect of your life because actually on the inside, they are power-hungry maniacs who want to control everything. And then they'll sit back at their swanky little compounds, breaking every moral and legal law there is because they think they're above the law. Sorry. It's American election year. It's bearing down on us in November. I'm a little sensitive right now. All right, up next. What is next for William and Kate? We've had their successful tour down under, the South Pacific and Southeast Asia tour, and of course, the topless photo scandal. All things have been very big news, but now what are they going to do now that they're back in the United Kingdom? Well, Kate's thinking about taking on more patronages. Of course, we don't really know what that is going to encompass. See, I think it's fun just to see what's going to happen. I think we should just stop trying to guess and stress ourselves out and just let them go at their normal course, their normal pace. Just let them do what they're going to do. Whether it comes to work, to babies, just let it happen. I, for one, am tired of guessing. Let the chips fall where they may, especially with the baby stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. Even I've had a guess as to whether Kate has been pregnant or not at one time. But I say just let it be. It's much more fun to let these things happen as a surprise. But I will tell you one thing that is for certain, and that is that it pays to look like Kate Middleton. The Duchess of Cambridge has a lookalike named Heidi Agan, who says she makes $1,000 per appearance. And that's just in the UK. Now she's come overseas to the United States, where she has even been on NBC's The Today Show. That's pretty great. And she does look the spitting image of Kate. I wonder how I do as a royal lookalike. Some people have told me that I actually somewhat resemble Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden. And I gotta say, I think it's in the smile. See? Right about here. Because when I smile, I get the super chin, and she also has the super chin. I don't know. Pull my hair back into a ponytail, smile a whole bunch, put in some brown contact lenses, who knows? And in other news, the Prince of Wales inherits your estate. Under powers dating back to medieval times, the Duchy of Cornwall is entitled to all unclaimed property and estates left when someone dies in Cornwall, in an arrangement known as bona vacantia. In the last financial year alone, over £500,000 passed to the duchy under the ancient law, put in place when the Duchy of Cornwall was created by Edward III in 1337 for his son, Edward, the Black Prince. As we all know, the current owner of the Duchy of Cornwall estate is Prince Charles, but it is said that he does not keep any of the unclaimed money. Instead, it is distributed to charitable donations through the Duke of Cornwall's Benevolent Fund. In most of Britain, in fact, estates of people who die without making a will or having no obvious heirs go to the government. And now, jumping a little further east, is the Crown Prince couple's prize held in Denmark. The royal couple, Crown Prince Frederik and Crown Princess Mary, personally hand over the royal couple social prize, the Crown Prince couple's culture prize, in front of a live audience. This was held in the concert hall Alcyon in Sonderborg. The evening also offers plenty of entertainment and music from classical to Danish rock. And the prizes are great, and one even looks like a Star Wars TIE fighter. It's pretty cool. But what I want to know is, what was going on with Crown Prince Frederik's suit? A little tight. You could see the bottom of his shirt. You could see his tie. What is going on with that? Now, I know he's probably trying to convey a sort of fun, hip sort of look. But when you're the Crown Prince of Denmark, this was just not a good look for him. He looked messy. And I know this is unusual because usually we talk about the female royals when they get it right and when they get it wrong in terms of wardrobe. The men usually get off scot-free because they wear typical, guy clothes, suits, suit jackets, uniforms. There's not always a lot to critique, at least not to me. Maybe some of you have a different opinion on that. But in this case, Prince Frederik got it all wrong. It was just sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. So there you go. Now, you can check out the video. It's up on DR1 until November 5th, and I'll provide the link at the bottom. To conclude my royal news brief this week, we discuss what Stephanie de Lannoy, who is the future Grand Duchess of Luxembourg, will wear on her wedding day. What will the gown look like? Now, I'm not sure what tiara she'll wear, but this is my concept of what her wedding gown may look like. Now, it is autumn, so I'm guessing that the weather might be a little cooler. It is a late October wedding. So here is my concept for Stephanie's gown. This is just a quick sketch that I did. You can see hair will be swept off to the side. The same engagement announcement hairdo when she wore that lovely red dress. And her hair was back. I thought that was beautiful. Simple earrings. This is just the bouquet. It looks like a cloud, but it was just a quick sketch. But you can see there's probably going to be a high collar, long sleeves, simple gown, nothing poofy. I'm kind of thinking Matilda of Belgium's wedding gown, sort of. I could see a lot of lace going on in the top, the sleeves slightly bell-shaped. But that's my guess for Stephanie's wedding gown. So we'll have to watch and see if my prediction comes true. My recommended link for this week is to etiquette expert William Hanson. You can find him at williamhanson.co.uk. And coming up, I'm going to do a haul video. I didn't know what the heck a haul video was all about, but I found out, and now I'm going to do one about my royal collection. Thank you for joining me this week, and as always, God save the Queen.